Welcome, my beautiful, beautiful Geminis. I'm Brenda Tarot, and I'm here again today to bring you your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the month of June 2021. Starting off with your all over energy card, you have been given surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Well, my beautiful gems, you're very intuitive, empathic. You have this ability to do exactly what I'm doing here, and you're very intuitive as well. I think you're going to be finding that your intuition is going to become more enhanced. You may be tapping into your higher self. You may be, tapping into more enlightenment now at this time. And I think you're going to be paying attention to the signs that the universe is sending you at this time as well. So we can always trust our intuition. That's that little voice of reason that sits there and it comes in and we go, I better pay attention to this. So I think you're going to be tapping into that, keeping your third eye open, realizing that there's a lot more out there for you to see and even more for you to do your research on. So your all over energy card is all about trusting your intuition, trusting those feelings that you're getting about situations around you or people around you. Now, with your relationship and or romance card, you have been given heart to heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Now, this can be a romantic relationship for some, for others it could be a friendship or a kindred spirit, a soulmate, a friend of yours who you're very connected to. But maybe you need to step up and maybe there have been some sort of unresolved issues with this particular person and you need to express your feelings and how you want to transcend your information to them. So it's about communicating here this week and having very truthful and honest discussions with somebody, whether it's with your romantic partner or whether it's with a friendship partner. Okay. Now, coming in with your first week, your very first card is the judgment card. And there has been possibly a judgment call been made, and you've taken a fair assessment of what was, and now you know what it is you want to do. This is almost like you're going to be given a gift, the gift of a second chance, the gift of a rebirth, the gift of being able to go forward and start things over and do things the way you want to do them. I love this card starting off, your first week. It's a card that says you're moving on. You're going in a new direction. And I can see that as we move through the month here. You have two death cards that have come up. And that is a very profound message that you are closing one door and opening another. I think you're moving on in a brand new direction. And it's the gift of getting that opportunity to do this. Okay. Something is completed. Something's come to an end. Something is final and finished. And you're going to be able now to pick up the gift of the new beginning and go forward. And you're going to be really, really happy about this. Here comes in and below that, look what you've got. You've got the fish. Now, the fish in this particular deck, I've always read it that the fish represents good luck, money in business. You could be dealing with banks, corporations, loaning and lending institutions as well. It's a very, very good card when it comes to paying attention to finances. Okay, I think you're going to be able to do that now. I love it when the fish comes in. I mean, the fish means plenty, right? The fish means abundance, plenty of abundance. And it deals with sales and commerce, as I had said. You could be dealing with those things too. Now, you're going to be able to go with the flow now, feeling easier because the fish swims in water and that is going with the flow, not swimming up against upstream and going against resistance now. I think you're going to be able to go freely now in the direction you want to go and towards your goals and plans that you've been perhaps having wanting to come to fruition that you maybe have been put on the pause mode. Maybe you've had to wait for something to come in order for you to do this, but I think you're going to be able to see abundance coming in. I think you're going to be able to see improvement in your finances. This is beautiful, and your resources now are going to be better for you, being able to independently go forward now and do what it is you want to do, and that is going through and going on a new direction here, going in a new beginning here, getting that gift of a second start so that you can do this. You can recharge yourself. You're rejuvenated now. You're going to be able to go forward. Beautiful. Now, coming in with your second week, some of these cards have been coming up for others as well, but it obviously is meant to be. I asked Spirit, what do you need to see? What do you need to know? What do you need to expect? And this is what they gave me, Gemini, the Six of Cups. So some of you could be reconnecting with someone from your past. It could be a friend, a soulmate, companion, ex-colleague, something like that. I mean, it could even be an ex-partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody as well that you've just reconnected with. I think that your loyalty stands with them and them with you, but I think it doesn't mean you're going to take your ex back. What it means is there could be some sort of a connection. Maybe it's a social event that you see each other at, or maybe you've accidentally bumped into each other in the grocery store or something. But there will be a connection, and I don't see it as a bad connection. I just think you will be seeing someone from your past. For others, you could be virtually or literally dealing with people from a distance. Maybe your business is working that way. Maybe you deal with people overseas in other countries. And I do see the connection there for some of you. For others, I think you're going to be entertaining, teaching, mentoring, or being with children. It could also be the fact that there could be a child being brought into the home, or an adoption for some of you that could be coming in. For others, this is a message that says you need to lighten up. You need to enjoy yourself more. You need to have a little bit of fun and tap into that inner child, that joyful moment of seeing the world in innocence and in just enjoying, laying back, doing what it is that brings you that joy. Coming in below that, you have, again, this is a repeating card as in other signs, you've been given the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords says, obviously, some of you have been worrying. You've been stressed out about a situation, and you could even be to the point where you are, having dreams about things not working out, or you could be losing your sleep. This is a card that says, leave the worry outside the door and or on your chair, and chances are when you wake up in the morning it won't seem so bad on the light of day. This is a card that says you don't need to be in that situation. Let it go, because what happens is when we lose sleep, it causes, well, when we get stressed out and we worry to begin with, it causes physical issues as well, and here is the evidence of that, of losing sleep. So please try to do what you can. Be mindful of your routine. Be mindful of what you eat and drink and do before bedtime, or even watching on TV. We're so drawn into technologies these days, and we're all guilty of leaving our cell phones beside our beds, or our iPads, or our TVs on, watching things. And that's great if you're going to watch things that are uplifting, things that are going to bring you to a better place, not things that are going to stress you out. So be mindful of that and get your rest. You've got the mountains, and the mountains are moments where you may feel this week that things are monumentous. Things are unsurmountable. Things are difficult for you. You may be getting up in your head with this worry, saying, you know what, this is like climbing Mount Everest. I'll never do it. No, this is about planning your move. You have two choices. You can go over that mountain, or you can go around that mountain. One will get you, both of them are going to be struggles. One might take you longer to get there going around it, but you will be able to get to the other side. If you can't make life difficult for yourself. And what I'm saying here is plan your moves. Calculate what it is you're going to do. Make out your priority list. Tick it off so that you are going to do things step by step by step. You're not going to just say, okay, I can't do this, and give up. I think you're going to be able to find that you're going to be able to traverse things a lot easier now. You're going to see, an easier way of getting around things and dealing with things. Coming in with your third week, you've got Temperance, the first card. And Temperance is all about you doing things in moderation. Don't go jumping into that quicksand and then try to figure out how you're going to swim your way out of it. Okay, this is about doing things in moderation. Don't overthink, over worry, over obsess, over drink, overeat, over, work. Whatever the case is that you may be, guilty of and doing, just step back and take a breath, okay, Geminis? Don't go rushing in there. Don't go charging in there. Don't stress yourself out this month, because I do think if you do, you're going to create worry and stress, which isn't going to help you. But you know what? Coming below that, you have the champion card, as I call it. This is the chariot, and this is perhaps some of you will be going the distance to get what you want. Some of you may be actually literally planning a trip to go somewhere, whether it's a short or a long one. In June, you will be traveling. For others, I think you're going into, into a situation with the onset, not that you're going to lose. You know there's risks, there's going to be consequences, but you're going to go in with a mindset of positivity and that you're going to win. And then this is a card that says pat yourself on the back for an amazing accomplishment that you're about to make or you've already done. Beautiful. You have the letter coming in below the chariot, and the letter is a good card that talks about getting correspondence coming into you. Now, this could be correspondence in the form of a contract, a legal document. It could be a diploma. It could be anything like that. Okay, it's information that comes in the form of either a letter or a package you're going to be receiving. It could also be information coming in to do with test results. If you've had some tests done on yourself, it could be test results from an exam or test results from a physical or a medical exam, right? And you know what? It's mail, it's a newsletter, it's an award. And I always look at it as something that may be legal and also something that could be of a legal form that needs to be documented by you. But I always say I always think of this as a fairly good card. You could be waiting for something, Gemini, and you're finally going to get those results coming in. Now, coming in your final week here in the month of June, you have the death card again. And again, this is saying that you are moving on. You're leaving something behind to go into a brand new rebirth, a new future, which is beautiful. You had judgment, which refers to rebirth. You've had the death card again, and now here we have it again. So this is a theme working out here that you're going to be able to see the end of something. And possibly for somebody, it could be as simple as the end of a contract that you were working on. For others, it could be the end of a relationship, a friendship, the end of a struggle, the end of a challenge, the end of something that you've been trying to defend and promote yourself for. And now you're able to move forward in a brand new, prosperous new beginning, new birth, looking forward to this new part of your journey. Beautiful. Below that, you have the Emperor. And again, this is repeating itself. Pardon me, that's the Hierophant. Okay, I take that back. The Hierophant is the message or the blessing from God, okay, or the divine. You're getting karmically sent, you're getting spiritually sent messages coming in. Pay attention to them because this is a beautiful card that says you are going to be able to move forward in a positive direction now. I think you're going to be able to see prosperity coming into you. This is a new beginning. For some of you, I think it's going to come in the form of legal representation and it could be money. For others, I think you're going to be just making your mind up to take your time when you get this abundance, when you get these resources coming in, to make those decisions to go where you want to go in a successful way. This is also unity. This means you're going to be either building your business, building a clientele, or building some sort of a group, getting together with others of like minds, others that want to walk the same path and journey as you do. People who are, you're going to be able to promote and help each other. It's a beautiful journey. Some of you could be tapping into your own, you could be going through enlightenment and you could be tapping into your own ascension and your own higher self, and of course, spirituality. This does deal with churches as well, which means doing things, in a conforming to rules and regulations, or it could have to do with issues with churches and going into churches or even weddings. Okay, but I do think you're going to see that you're going to be making new friends. It's like a blessing coming into you, making new business, making new connections, making new contacts, getting that beautiful, beautiful. How can I community feeling of joining other people. You've got the dice. Now, the dice is again a repeating card from another side. And the dice says sometimes you think that things are a risk. And for others, it's when we throw the dice, it means change. Okay. When we toss that dice, we have no idea what the numbers are going to flip up and be. And there's going to be change coming into you. And anything worthwhile often has risks connected to it, or consequences connected with it. And they can be good or bad. But I think that, your luck is going to shift for the better. I'm seeing this as a good luck card. I'm seeing this as moving forward. I'm seeing this as getting what it is you've been waiting for here. You've been waiting for something to come in, and I think you're going to hear about it in the form of a contract of some sort, or a letter, or some sort of correspondence coming in that you've been waiting for, so that you don't have to lose your sleep anymore. And you're going to be able to now move on in a beautiful, beautiful new direction. Well, my gems, this is your reading for today and for the month of June. And I wish you a great remainder to today and this positive month of June to look forward to. And as always, I leave you with this. Always know that I stand only in this circle of love and light for you. And let's all, as I always leave with you, in the times the way our world is now, please let's all play safe, stay safe, and be safe so that we can all see each other very soon.